Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Miist back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another video. And today we're going to be talking about every movie I watched last week, and this one's a little bit late, unfortunately. I've had a busy start to the week, so I figured I'd get this out as soon as possible still. And last week was a busy fucking week. I think it was almost 20 movies, so let me actually count real quick. 3, 6, 9, 12... 15, 18 movies. Yeah, so let's get into it. It's, like I said, it was a busy week. But alright, let's start it off with the least favorite movie of the week, of course, how I always do it. The Sweet Life movie, which I really did not enjoy this movie. A 12 out of 100. I remember watching this as a kid and not really enjoying it much then. And yeah, it's even worse now as an adult. So not a great way to start off the new year, because that was January 3rd. Mel and I are going through a whole bunch of Disney original or Disney Channel original movies, and this was one of them that I really wanted to watch. And yeah, it's it's not good, let me tell you. But with that being said, let's move on to Paul Blart, Mall Cop 2. I had watched the first one with Mel a few months ago. We had started the second one, but we never finished it, and she never wanted to finish it. So I decided to finish it and watch it myself. And yeah, another very poor movie. A trash movie, in my opinion. A 24 out of 100. I thoroughly didn't enjoy myself watching this one either. So, yeah, we have a whole bunch of different rankings throughout this week. So, up next we have Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome, or Beyond Thunderdome, I should say. Sorry, I don't know why there isn't but anyways, a 33 out of 100. I watched all the Mad Max movies last week, which is one of my goals already completed for the week or for the year. And yeah, obviously the new one comes out later this year, which I'm excited for. I'll probably rewatch Fury Road before watching Furiosa. But with that being said, let's keep on going. Up next to, I believe, my first 2024 watch of the year, which was Prime. I just ranked it a 50 out of 100. Like, it was just mid. It was fine. I don't think it was bad, although at times it was bad, and at times I thought it was good too. So I figured the 50 was just a perfect rating for it, to be honest. So that being said, let's keep going to actually another 2024 release, which is Good Grief, which is a directorial debut for Daniel Levy or Levy. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a decent movie. I didn't think it was anything special. It was pretty interesting. It had my interest, at least. And yeah, overall, I typically enjoyed it for the most part. So a 66 isn't too bad. That is my highest rated movie of 2024 so far. Obviously, that's bound to change. But yeah, with that being said, let's keep going. On to another Disney Channel movie that Mel and I watched. One of Mel's favorites, actually, Starstruck. Which I ranked a 71 out of 100. This was a first time watch for me. But overall, I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. I thought this was going to be pretty stupid, which, don't get me wrong, at times it is, but I did quite enjoy it, to be fair. So that was nice. The songs are pretty solid, too. I really enjoyed the songs in this movie. But moving on to what I believe was actually my first watch of the year. Oh, no, sorry. No, that's not true. Starsky and Hutch, though, on the 20th anniversary of the film, so that's pretty cool. My first two movies of the year shared the same rating at a 74 out of 100. So, of course, this Starsky and Hutch, which overall thought it was a good movie. Laughed a couple of times, so that's always good. This had been on my watch list for quite some time, so I'm glad I was able to finally take it off the watch list. And then my other 74 out of 100, which was the first movie I watched of the year, the original Mad Max, which I also did enjoy. And like I said, a 74 out of 100 as well. So that was pretty cool. Again, didn't think it was anything too special, but I did enjoy it, so that's what matters, right? Yeah, overall, the second and the fourth were definitely my favorites of the Mad Max franchise so far. But we'll talk about that again here briefly. Then up next, we have the original Jumanji, which I said in a video a few weeks ago I wanted to watch the original because I never watched it. And yeah, overall, I thought this was pretty good actually. For 30-year-old CGI, it's not that bad. It probably would have looked pretty solid back then, of course, or nearly 30-year-old CGI. But yeah, overall, it's obviously noticeably poor nowadays, but for what it would have looked like 30 years ago, I feel like it's pretty solid. So, well, I was really surprised to see how different this was compared to the new ones. That was very surprising to me. So overall, I did still enjoy it though, so that's what matters. Up next, we have The Switch, a 77 out of 100. This was always a feel-good movie for Mel. She really enjoyed this movie. And yeah, this was actually one of the last watches of 2023 for me. But yeah, I thought this was pretty enjoyable. Mel's a big Jennifer Aniston fan, so am I, so that's kind of why we knocked it out. Mel also really likes Jason Bateman, so very, very cool. Up next, we have the original Camp Rock, a 78 out of 100. I really enjoyed this movie. I really enjoyed both of the movies, actually, which we'll talk about the second one soon. But yeah, I really enjoyed both of these. I remember watching these a lot as a kid, really enjoyed them as a kid. I ended up buying these two movies before Disney Plus came out as well, so I actually own these two movies. Fun fact. But yeah, up next is actually Camp Rock 2, which grants itself a 79 out of 100. So again, I really enjoyed this one. It's one of my favorite Disney Channel original movies so far, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, overall I enjoyed it. Mel enjoys the second one more as well, I believe, and she thought it was quite wonderful. So she really enjoyed it. She really loves the soundtrack of 2 as well, so that's nice. But then let's move on to, again, one of my last watches of 2020. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's wrong. Actually, my bad. We'll start off with the first one, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, which is the second one, I should say. But yeah, so this was an 83 out of 100 for myself. I quite enjoyed this movie. I seem to be quite higher on this than most. I think the average rating is, yeah, a 2.3 on Letterboxd, so not good by any means. I mean, rankings for this are all over the place. Some people that I follow that have watched it, a 3-star, a 4.5 star, a 3.5, a 3, a 3.5, a 2, a 3. So they're all over the place. Obviously, this is a pretty up and down film for most people by the looks of it. But again, I enjoyed it, so that's awesome. And then, sorry, what I was going to say before that was, again, one of my last watches of the 2023, which was the original Aquaman, a 91 out of 100 for myself, which is actually a first-time watch for me. It's the first time I've ever watched Aquaman. Really, really enjoyed myself watching it as well. I thought it was a really, really awesome movie, a visually impeccable movie. It was absolutely fantastic to look at. I really, really loved that one, and I think that one will stick around with me for a little while because of how much I loved it. I thought it was absolutely amazing. So we'll continue on to, actually, with that being said, that was number 5 of the week. So we're now in the top 5. So I guess up next we have Mad Max 2, which I thoroughly enjoyed as well. Gets a 92 out of 100 for myself. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed the second one. I thought the first one was good, but nothing special. The second one, absolutely loved. I thought it was amazing. Then the third one, almost a 60-point differential for my rankings from number 2 to number 3. So that's crazy. I really didn't enjoy the third. And then the fourth one, again, about a 60-point jump. I loved the fourth one as well, but we'll get to that in just a moment. So with that being said, on to my last watch of 2023. It was Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. It's up to a 93 out of 100 for me. It was originally a 91 when I was watching this, but rewatching it, I fell in love with it even more, and it gets 93 now, so it's a little bit higher. I think every time I watch this movie, I wouldn't be surprised if the rank goes up, which I think is kind of funny, but some movies are just like that. Some movies just always get better for you, and this is definitely one of them for me. So now on to my second favorite watch of the week. It is Mad Max Fury Road, a 94 out of 100. I mean, this one was tremendous. The score was absolutely fantastic. The visuals, the colors, the cinematography was absolutely stunning in this movie. It was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. I thought pretty much everything about this movie was incredible. I do want to rewatch it. Like I said, I plan on rewatching it later this year before Furiosa comes out, so I'm excited to see if my rank will change at all. But overall, I mean, it still gets 4.5 star, and I absolutely loved it. And then we can move on to number one. I typically like to do this at the start of every year. Sometime during the start of the year, I like to watch Avengers Infinity War, which is my favorite movie of all time. So it gets a perfect 100 out of 100 for my favorite watch of the week. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty solid week. Obviously, we had some low rankings, but most of them were above a 70. So most of them were, well, only 3 of them were under a 50, to be fair. So overall, thank you guys all so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Let me know if you guys watched any of these movies recently, and let me know your thoughts on them as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.